You might know Vermont as a peaceful U.S. state tucked away in the Northeast. But once upon a time, it was an independent country. Yes, a whole country on its own. In 1777, while the American Revolution raged on, the people of Vermont made a bold decision. They declared independence, not just from the British Crown, but also from the newly forming United States. Vermont wanted to go its own way. It drafted its own constitution, one of the first to ban slavery, printed its own currency, and even operated with its own postal system. Meanwhile, the rest of America mostly watched. The Continental Congress didn't recognize Vermont, but they didn't stop it either. For 14 years, Vermont lived as an unofficial republic, balancing between two worlds. But eventually, it became clear, being part of the larger union offered more protection and opportunity. So, in 1790, Vermont asked to join the United States, and in 1791, it officially became the 14th state of the U.S. An independent nation no more, but its story still stands as one of the most unique chapters in American history. And so, after 14 years as an independent republic, Vermont joined the United States in 1791, becoming the 14th state. Its brief chapter as a sovereign nation faded into history, quiet but not forgotten. But Vermont wasn't the only land that once stood apart. Now, let's travel south to the wide, dry lands of what we now call Texas. In the early 1800s, North America was a chessboard of power. The United States and Spain were locked in a quiet battle for control of the West. Texas, at the time, was part of Mexico. But in 1836, settlers living there declared independence, breaking away from Mexican rule and forming their own country, the Republic of Texas. The move caught everyone's attention, but perhaps no one was more interested than the Americans themselves. 9 years later, without a single battle, the Republic of Texas simply joined the United States. No resistance, no war, just a handshake with history. And so, what began as a bold breakaway became one of the most iconic U.S. states today. And that was the story of Texas, a land that once declared itself a nation, but today stands as one of the most influential states in the United States. History is full of places that rose, shined, and then vanished into larger empires or nations. But their stories still echo through time. Stay with us as we continue uncovering more forgotten truths inside MK Hidden Archives.